Okay, thanks very much for coming out today. It's my pleasure to give the update here on Friday, and please, I think you guys are well aware that this is the 6th media conference that we've had since Sunday of last, and you also know very well that we also put out 11 media releases, and they're all posted on the website. At our first meeting, what I'll do at this point is just give an update and highlight anything new, and then I could answer any questions, I hope. Okay, at our meeting this morning, the water treatment staff reported further reduction in water consumption. The community's conservation efforts are certainly working, and we want to remind everyone that you should continue to restrict water usage in correspondence to your house address and to implement all other conservation practices as outlined on our website. This certainly helps to keep the stress from our pump system, and it's been working very well. We'd certainly like to thank the residents and businesses who continue to restrict their water use. We remain in constant contact with the local industries, and everyone has been extremely supportive of the conservation efforts. We recognize the challenges that our residents and businesses are facing in these circumstances, and we're working as quickly as possible to rectify the situation. The public's continued cooperation and assistance over the coming week will be paramount to our success in minimizing the stress on the system. Our emergency management staff continue to monitor the situation closely in dialogue with the Ministry of the Environment, Emergency Management Ontario, and the Public Health Unit. It's really great to say that the large pump that was repaired and was installed on Wednesday evening is operating at original design capacity. Secondarily to that, the supplementary portable pump is being tested and should be operational this weekend. With that said, the system is becoming a little more stable, but it remains fragile. We're on track with our strategy to rotate out the remaining 4 pumps in a sequence that will allow us to maintain steady water supply in conjunction with ongoing conservation efforts. The medium pump, which is out for repair, and we anticipate that we should have it back and hopefully installed certainly by the early part of next week. This is really slightly ahead of previous time frames mentioned. We're still with that pump, we are waiting for a few parts, but it is expected that they should be here so that we could get that pump up and running early for next week. Going forward, it'll be that once that pump has been thoroughly tested and is fully operational, we will be able to evaluate our capacity and look to implementing a phased approach to resuming normal water use. We would like to emphasize that it is a phased approach. So we want to try to avoid any sudden demands, and that's why early next week we'll be looking at how we can phase that in, and that should be a go forward. The next step will be the small pump will be removed, and it'll be the next to be repaired. And with it back in place, it should be back in place certainly by the end of next week. We just need to reiterate too that there certainly is no issue with the quality of Port Hope's water. The distribution is what's compromised. The drinking water is not impacted. Tests are continuously done, and extra testing is being done to be sure that that's the case. Yesterday we saw a reduction in the numbers at Jack Burger at the water depot, where there were just under 1,300 cases of water distributed. To note that to date there's a total of 3,858 cases of water has been distributed as of to yesterday. There is ample supply of bottled water at the water depot, and residents are encouraged to continue to take advantage of the depot. Anytime you use bottled water instead of tap water for drinking, cooking, washing, it certainly reduces the stress on our system. The hours for the water depot today are what has been posted as noon to 8 p.m. On Saturday, the hours will be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday will be a day of rest, and Monday we'll go back to noon to 8 p.m. at the water depot. We'd just like to again thank a number of agencies and suppliers who have donated the bottled water, including the Canadian Tire Foundation, Nestle Canada, our own Port Hope Independent Grocer, Walmart, Sobeys, and Tim Hortons. They've all donated. And also all the volunteers who have set up the system, and it's been, if anybody's used it, it's certainly been quick and extremely well organized. We'd also like to remind everybody that our fire department remains fully equipped and prepared. The reduction in water supply does not affect our ability to deal with any fire emergency. Our firefighters are trained and experienced in firefighting with both pressurized fire hydrants and non-pressured sources such as lakes or rivers. We have a number of high-volume pumper trucks, and our tankers can carry water to fire scenes and the additional support of mutual aid if required. Our public inquiry line continues to be used, and people certainly should be directed to that. It's been in all of our publications. We do look forward to keeping our residents informed as well with our telephone rapid notification system. As well, our information updates are continuously posted on our website. This weekend, our emergency management staff is being transitioned to allow some of those who have been directly involved since Saturday to take some time off. Alternates are in place, and all members of the Emergency Operations Center remain on call. Myself will act as the mayor's alternate over the weekend, and Mayor Thompson will be back on Sunday and certainly back here to do the press conference on Monday afternoon. On Monday afternoon, the media conferences will continue at 2 p.m. as we've done to date. I can do my best to answer any questions.
Currently, Jeff, is it only the one large pump that was reworked or fixed that is currently supplying water to the community? The
one large pump is in place. It's been repaired and it's back in place.
And so the other pumps are not in operation at the moment?
The other
or as backup? Well,
no, there are other pumps. There's only one other pump that's been sent out to be repaired.
Okay.
And it's the one that's due to come back. Originally it was early next week. It might be back over the weekend.
Okay.
We hope to have it in place early next week.
You were mentioning a small supplemental pump. Is that just a temporary pump while the other one is out?
No, it's the third main pump.
It's the third main pump?
Yes.
And is that taken out of commission now?
No.
It's still there?
That's correct.
And is it still just being used or would be used as a backup in case of emergency?
When you use the word backup, it does its job in the cycling process.
Okay.
and so the remaining pumps will be repaired on an ongoing basis?
Yes.
Okay.
Each one, it's all been, the process has to be approved by the Ministry of the Environment as well, like each pump being done and whatnot. So that process is already set and we're following that sequence.
So when do you foresee, with your crystal ball, when the emergency will be lifted?
We're still certainly aiming for the end of next week.
Okay.
Anything else, Mark?
I was just going to, obviously you're working in close in hand with the supplier of these parts. Is that why everything is being expedited so quickly? The fact that the one pump that was supposed to be up and running today was actually a day ahead, and now the one that was end of next week is now hopefully by the start of next week?
You know, I think it's easily said that staff here are all working 24/7, and the staff at the repair end and the staff at the supplier end as well. Everybody's working to get it done as quickly as possible.
Now, it has been mentioned that there is an investigation that's ongoing or planned. Can you say anything about what's happening with that yet?
No, not at all. Our priority, I've written this one, our priority is to maintain the potable water supply and repair the system to get our pumps and capacity back in line. That's our priority right now. Okay?
Jeff,
Thank you very much.
may I ask a question?
Yeah, I think we'll turn off the cameras if you don't mind, or would you like them?
Pardon me?
Do you want the cameras on, or?
That's up to them. They can cut it off later on. I've read the papers, the articles and so on. It's my understanding that they have replaced the impeller or impellers with stainless steel impellers. My understanding from what I've read and heard that this is probably a chlorine chemical problem or something like that. And to the best of my knowledge, stainless steel is not as compatible with chlorine in water as bronze is.
It's something I'll discuss with you, Dean. We can talk about that.
Well, I'm
It's-
just wondering.
There's no stainless steel impellers being used at this time.
Well, what I would wonder is, do they know that whatever the new impeller is, that it's going to stand up under the conditions this other one has gone kaput on?
Do you want, if I could, Deputy Mayor, the impellers, as we noted, there will be a review of the root cause of what happened. Again, as the Deputy Mayor's identified, our priorities to get up and running and to get everyone back to normalcy. The impellers that we are being ordering are, as stated, being produced as quickly as possible. What we get will get us through what we need for a reasonable time. It takes 14 to 16 weeks, I believe, for the stainless steel, and we will cycle those in. And we have been advised that they are satisfactory to address any issue that we'd have with respect to the plant.
I just have the feeling that the whole reason for this happening has not been concluded yet.
We've had some preliminary work, if I may, Mr.
Sure.
Deputy Mayor. We've had some preliminary analysis done. All we'll say at this time is that we look to those new impellers to provide a long-term resolve, but there will be an ongoing investigation, absolutely. Do we have a 100% answer? No, but again, our priority is to have water running, and that we'll deal with those specifics down the road, absolutely.
One more question. These, I understand, are three-stage pumps. Were all impellers, all three-stage impellers damaged?
Do you want me to do it?
Yep, you go ahead.
Certainly, there's, again, 2 pumps went down, 3 pumps remained running. The degradation that we found on the 2 that went down is evident on the 3 that are running, and they are running at reduced efficiency. And so with the new large pump in play, with the supplementary pump coming into play, and the cycling out of the others, that we, again, should be in a position to hopefully be with full water by the end of next week.
That didn't answer my question.
The degradation that was evident on the 2 that failed is evident on the 3 that are three small systems as well.
Yeah, but each of these pumps is a three-stage pump?
No. This is a question that certainly subsequently you can talk to Public Works about, but there are 3 sizes of pumps, of which some have, they come on, they vary, what's the word, Deputy Mayor? They speed up in essence to meet a need, and then once a certain threshold in, larger pumps come into play, and the larger pumps are kind of off and on. So
All staged.
It's a step process, but there are 3 different kinds of sizes of pumps to achieve that objective. So.
Is it possible that I could have a look at the system?
No, but I was going to talk to you about the Dean. There are
I'll see
pictures.
after then,
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.